Okay, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Matt Kester, and today we're gonna have a little bit of fun here. We're going to blind taste test something. You see, since this radio came out, this is the KG-S88G from Wouxun. Every time I talk on this thing, I get a lot of compliments. I'm kind of ready to say, is this the best radio out there? And there's one radio that's kind of always laid claim, especially in the UHF frequencies, to being the best or the highest quality reference radio you can buy, and that's this right here. This is an FT-60 from Yaesu. A lot of people out there will claim that this is the best radio, and in fact, I'm going to start using this as my reference radio for a lot of different reviews and features because it is that good. Just like back, when we were kids and you used to get those ads when Pepsi was trying to beat Coke and they always did the blind taste test.
The Pepsi Challenge. Pepsi. And all across America, more people pick Pepsi. Time after time after time.
Coca Cola.
We're going to give the Pepsi Challenge to these two radios. Right now, I'm going to get on one of my local repeaters and grab as many people as I can, and we're going to taste test these two radios blind to see which one is really better. Just from the signal quality of talking on. We're going to talk 50 miles away to a repeater, and we're going to talk to some of our other friends here and see. Now, I don't want to bias this beforehand, so I'm not going to use either of these two radios until we're ready to talk. My control, and the radio that I'm going to reach out and make contact with, is going to be an Wouxun KG-S88G. So let's see if I can get some people on here who want to help me do this blind taste test. Just so we're clear, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper, not Coca Pepsi. WRKX996, doing some radio testing. Any 5.7 fibers out there wanting to do a blind taste test on two radios?
Yep, I'll be here. Ready to go.
So I got two radios. I'm gonna call them Radio A and Radio B. And one of them is a Chinese radio. The other one is a, very expensive Japanese radio. I'm not going to tell you which one is which, but I want somebody out there to tell me which one they think is the better quality radio as soon as I use them. So who's ready? Josh, you good?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
All right, Josh, this is Radio A. This is Radio A.
Stand for, copy that. Sounds pretty good. Got a little bit of hiss in there, not quite a hiss, but got some sort of little noise in there, just barely audible.
Okay, good to know. Now this is Radio B. Radio B.
Oh man, tough choice. Audio was solid on this, on Radio B. I'd say Radio B would be a little bit better. Give me Radio A one more time.
Radio A, WRKX996 on Radio A.
Yes, definitely I'm gonna have to go with Radio B on that one.
Oh!
Not much of a difference there, just Radio B sounds a little bit better. Your audio's just more solid in there.
Good to know. Anybody else want to take the blind radio taste test?
292 Radio A sounds pinched. It sounds like somebody has your gonads in this set of vice grips.
So you definitely would prefer Radio B then?
Let me see, she was Radio B, because that was Radio A, right?
Yes, sir, Sam. This is Radio A. I will switch to Radio B here in a second. WRKX996 on Radio B. Sam, how do you like Radio B?
Radio B definitely sounds wideband. Radio A sounds narrow-banded, very nasally. Definitely have a lot more leaning towards full audio with Radio B.
Good to know. Good to know. Anybody else out there? How about it? 470. You out there, Paul?
Yeah, man, go ahead. 470.
Okay, Paul. I'm doing a blind radio taste test. One of these is a moderately priced Chinese radio. The other one's an expensive Japanese handheld, and I'm wanting to know which one you think is the better radio. This is Radio B, and I'll switch to Radio A here in a second. This is Radio A. Which one do you think you like better, Radio A or Radio B? This one's Radio A.
Actually, I think I like A better.
Ooh! Okay, Radio A and Radio B, and we got 2 votes for Radio B, and Paul's voting Radio A. Any other takers?
I go for the radio B. Radio B sounds better.
All right, good to know. Radio B is in the lead 3-1. Any other takers out there? This is Radio B. This is Radio A. Going once, going twice.
Looks like B it is, man.
Well, would it? Anybody want to guess what Radio A was?
No clue here.
Radio A, which I'm speaking on right now, is a Yaesu FT-60. Anybody want to guess what Radio B was?
I'm gonna guess an icon. There it is.
It's an Wouxun KG-S88G. So,
And are you talking into the onboard mics or hand mic?
onboard mics, and I've been videoing the whole thing, so I'll end up putting it out for proof.
557, you said S88G Wouxun?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm talking to you on my S88G Wouxun. I've been rocking it for about a month now, and that's incredible.
Matt, question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
How can it hear? Have you tried different spots and seen the difference in how it can hear?
I will tell you it's not as sensitive on the hearing as the FT-60, especially with the ability to choke down, or the squelch down manually. So as far as like a reference for hearing, the FT-60 still got it beat, but the transmit side, apparently the taste test on it is kind of coming back with people preferring the KG.
Yeah, okay. I kind of figured that. I mean, again, I would never worry so much about how well something talks so much as I would worry about how well it can hear and listen.
Good point.
Not, you know what I mean? You can't go through your life in the radio business or in the radio hobby wanting to be an alligator, all mouth and no ears.
Oh.
At some point, you got to be able to listen in order to be able to get your message across. So that's my 2 cents.
Copy that, buddy. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks to you guys for at least giving me some fodder here to make a video with, so I appreciate that. So, Sam's got a good point. It is...
Hey, Matt, this is 557. I'm talking to you on my S88G as well. Did you upgrade that antenna, or are you still using the stock antenna?
negative. Factory antenna.
On both? Mine, I had a really hard time with listening. Sent it back over to buy2wayradios.com, and they said that they had some issues with these radios not being able to listen, and what they did was that they sent back a high gain antenna, and it helped out a little bit. So yeah, it's a lot better than what it was before, but yeah, it's not quite to where, you know, my other ones can listen, but it's still, in my opinion, it's a good lightweight radio.
Yeah, copy that. No, it's still using the factory tuned one to the GMRS frequencies, and yes, Sam, the FT-60 is using its factory antenna as well. Okay, so that was an interesting blind taste test, and well, 3 out of 4 people preferred the taste of the KG-S88G to the Yaesu FT-60, which is, again, the gold standard reference radio as far as HTs go. Now, Sam did make a good point. The FT-60 still hears better, but the FT-60 is a very expensive, discontinued Japanese radio. A KG-S88G is something you can go buy right now at buy2wayradios.com. Affiliate link in the description below. Till next time, I'm Matt Kester. Be good.